In the whole process, so we've tried electronic, and they say no electronic stuff in the car. We've tried it. We've tried hydraulic over hydraulic, electronic over hydraulic, electronic over electronic, hydraulic over hydraulic over hydraulic. If you can think of it, we've tried it now. So this whole little setup, this whole little deal here came. So there's another guy down in Texas. He runs. Chris Morris is paralyzed. He runs open wheel. He has a set similar to this, but I think his deal was just the brake and the throttle. Clutch, none of that was, that part of his, but I've never actually sat down and actually studied his. We've talked. And I was like, I want something different. I don't want two things over here. I don't want a shifter here, shifter here. I want it all right here. So if I have to do something, it's right here. So I was like, I want to come up with something. This is what I want. So David Duplessis and the guys over at Boyd's, over in Chattanooga and stuff. Of course, a lot of people know Dale McDowell, Shane McDowell, and all them. They, this was a whole little work thing. So I sit there and I said, hey, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. This is how I want this to work. And I don't know. I think you can go to my TikTok and stuff like that, and you can actually see some of the video of me talking. And it was actually the first one. It took us 9 months to actually perfect this, to get it the way that I wanted it. And I guess the more that I would do this, I said, hey, there's a lot here. Hey, if you move this throttle from here to here, you'd be surprised how much leverage you lose from here to here. And then, but if you get too tall, Jackson, you'll know when you're in the seat, where does this arm go? You get up too high, then you're like a super trucker.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing up here.
Yeah.
You ain't got no leverage. So you get down here, now you ain't got enough. It's hard to. So there was a lot of up down. So the first one we ever done was all steel. I could cut it right there at the racetrack, weld that baby back up. Hey, we was right back going again.
You were comfortable.
Yeah. So I mean, I would whack. I whacked it. It was
Yeah.
there ain't no other word. I mean, ain't nothing else I can say about it, But this setup here took we got 9 months in it. Just trying to perfect and make it the way that I wanted it. If you take, for instance, I don't know if the people can see, but this little hand trigger right here on top, that's not machined. That's all by hand. That's hours.
Dang.
Taking that piece. There's not, and I mean, don't get me wrong, you ought to be able to get on a 5-axis CNC machine, but this whole top plate right here, this piece right here, is all machined by hand. It's sitting there, you're doing it all your own. There's some more stuff in here, like that you can't see. I mean, you'd be able to see, but even looking at it, you're sitting there going, now how does that do that and that? That's because it took a while.
Yeah.
To do it. So the way the process of this works is before, like I said, I started out with a thumb throttle brake. Well, the problem was, when I was in the car, throttle, brake. Okay. Well, the problem is, when you're in a dirt car, throttle here, it goes here.
Yeah.
Because you're turning right to go left, okay? Well, what would happen if you had to go a little further? I'd lose my thumb.
Yep.
Didn't have no throttles. I got to where I was slinging it. I was getting with it best I could. I was like, they gonna go fast, I'm gonna go fast too. So we kept doing it. So we went to this eventually, after time. When I say that I've tried everything, I've had knobs, every wheel. A lot of people, we call him Hero, but it's Michael Art. He drove my car one day. We went for testing. To give y'all an example. And we done the testing and went in there, and the guy, he come in, he said, we was out there for like 8 hours. And I was trying to drive his thing. I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt for what we was doing, because I know that there was a lot of money spent. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. I tried. So I told Art, I said, you get in it. He was my size. I said, you get in it and drive, because he drives, or drove at the time. He said, all right. He made 2 laps, pulled back in. He said, no, we out of here. Let's go. We're going back to the drawing board. He said, you done had us out here for 8 hours. I said, look, I'm here to give y'all a fighting chance. Yeah. Let's do this.
Yeah.
So that's how determined the whole group was about making this faster. And then when we got to this, so the throttle's here. Of course, it's not, all there. So, well, uh-oh. I was touching that microphone a little bit. I was like, where'd he go? So this is the throttle. So you push this forward. That's your brake.
God, okay. Just one little mistake and you're spinning out. Because you bumped or got bumped in the rear end and pushed that forward.
Yep. Clutch is backwards. You pull back on it for the clutch. That's how that works. A lot of time. A lot of fabbing. A lot of machine. A lot of time. But throttle, brake, forward, clutch back.
So you can be on the throttle and the brake.
I can be on the throttle and the brake at the same time. I can come out of a hole and you'll be sitting there going, I don't know where did he do that? And I'm like, I don't know.
So this is your gear mechanism.
Yep.
To change gears.
So if you go to shift gears, I got a bolt loose. I got a screw loose. You believe that?
I got a bunch of them loose.
So, all right, let's say I'm going to put it in. So I'm in my car now, right? I ain't put it in nothing. I'm going to put it in low. Well, that one won't move. Put it in low. All right. I apply clutch. We start moving because of the transmission.
Yeah.
All right. So after I get up 15 miles an hour, I can let go.
Now you're rolling.
Put it high. There you go.
I'm locked.
Okay.
I'm done.
Golly, you want some engineering there.
Okay.
So I wanted everything in one hand.
Yeah.
I want the whole process in one hand. And that's where this comes. That's Can I adjust brakes frontward or forward when I'm racing? No. That takes a guessing game.
Yeah.
So whenever I go out, I'm like, all right, I got to guess on what's fixing to happen.
Yeah.
Because I know that we might run 10 laps, we might make 2 laps, and I can make a change. 3-wheel, 4-wheel brake, that's all I guess before I go out. There ain't no taking my hand off here or here. So another thing that I run into was tear-offs. So when I run into the tear-off deal, is you would do the tear-offs, you'd have to reach up and tear it off.
Yeah.
Okay, well problem. Steering wheel.
Gas and drive. Gas and brake.
Reach over and grab your tear-offs.
Yeah.
It ain't happening.
It ain't happening.
So,
no.
I think it's, trying to remember the name of the company now.
You're talking about the one that
All-Star.
automatically does it for you?
Yes, All-Star makes it. So, for anybody that has a trouble pulling the tear-offs, All-Star makes a deal that goes on your helmet. Button goes on the steering wheel.
Damn. I'm afraid
And it peels it for you?
Yeah.
It peels it for me.
Really?
You hold it, you hold the button, it goes. If you stop it halfway, it stops.
Huh.
You make it go wherever you want.
Oh, that's cool.
So, and it's a lot cheaper than tear-offs too.
It puts in, it's like a roll.
It's a roll.